Hi, I'm Carl Horn with the Swingplex Golf Fitness Program, and here we're going to demonstrate our hip stabilization program and how we stabilize internal hip rotation. We start lying down on the side. He's in the fetal position. Hips are flexed about 45 degrees, knees are flexed at about 90 degrees. So the first thing that we do one of three exercises. The first exercise is sideline internal hip rotation. So what Tom's going to do, he's going to keep his knees tightened together and his femur bone here, he's going to internally rotate his femur bone so that his ankle actually rises up off of the left ankle here, his right ankle. So he's just going to go up and down. And this is working on the strength of the internal hip rotators and some range of motion here. So I'm not assisting him. In fact, what we normally do is with ankle weights, but I'm going to use some manual resistance here. And I'm going to have Tommy work for about 10 reps here. So he's going to push against me. Go ahead. And I'm going to push down on his ankle, causing resistance to take place in the internal hip rotation of his right hip. Being a right-handed golfer, very important to stabilize the right hip. Okay, good. Okay. And then the second exercise we do is abduction, and all that means is he's going to take his femur and he's going to lift his knee away from the bottom knee, the left knee, he's keeping his ankles tight. So I'm going to apply some pressure to his knee, causing some resistance into his right hip as he goes through abduction. Okay, ready? So again, you can use a TheraBand wrapped around your knees, or even an ankle weight strapped around your knee, or if you have a training partner, manual resistance. Okay, so the straight leg abduction for internal hip stabilization, it's very important that the internal rotation take place in the femur so that the toes are pointing down, and even more importantly is the alignment of the leg. We like the leg in alignment with the spine, and you can kind of see where his spine is because his arm is sitting on top of his spine. The wrong way to do it, the way that I would not advise, is moving the leg in front of the spine. So here's your spine. Now his leg is sitting over here. He's almost going into a pike position. What happens here is once the hip starts to fatigue, he's going to lose his internal rotation and actually go to external rotation where his toes will start to turn up. And now he's compensating and working a completely different set of muscles. So what we want is the leg back in alignment with the spine, which is where you can look at the shoulder and the hip. The spine is in between, obviously, and the leg is traveling up and down, internally rotated. And that's how we execute the technique of the sideline leg lift. And again, these three exercises are to complement the first video in which we covered the three phases of internal hip rotation. So the stability work, the range of motion work, all work synergistically to go hand in hand with increasing hip function for ball striking ability. Thank you. This is Carl Horn again from Swingplex Golf Fitness.